Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Right, we're on. We're on, we're on, we're on. I think we're on the road. Let's just see if we're on. And if we are on, that'll be good. Laughing GJ's house. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Yeah, I'm on. Okay. Do you know, I just got caught on the up because I didn't realise it was already 8 o'clock. It's 8:01 now. And let's just switch the sound off. And while I'm waiting for this bloody OBS to load up to Facebook, while I'm waiting for that, there's always a sort of a time lapse, and I don't know whether or not I'm on, and sometimes I'm mumbling and grumbling and moaning, bloody all sorts, and then all of a sudden I realise I'm actually on, even though it's not telling me on the MacBook here that I'm actually, you know, that I'm actually on. Enroad, welcome to this week's live stream from the hot and sweaty depths of Denton, Manchester, UK. And yeah, so it's been a sweaty one, I'll tell you that. I got to lock all the doors and the windows, otherwise I get the noise from the traffic outside. I get the dog coming up and wanting to know what the bloody hell's going on in the back room. But yeah, so yeah, it's been a hot one, been a sweaty one, and you know, I'm on 5 showers a day now, and it's funny that all of a sudden, out of the woodwork come the climate change people. Oh, we're all gonna die. It's 2 days of bloody heat, and you know, deliveries are, I'm waiting for some deliveries, and oh, it's too hot. What? Just get on with it. You know, the leaves on the track, snow, the snow's too cold, you know, it's always bleeding excuses, isn't it? No one ever gets on with the job and just does the bloody job that they're paid to do anymore. No wonder that we're in the position that we're in this world, because I don't know, it's no good moaning, is it? Anyway, here we are on Facebook. I don't know exactly how many years I've been on Facebook. I know I've been on eBay for 25 years, but I was a late bloomer on Facebook. You know, everybody else was on. Oh, you got to be on Facebook. Oh, I can't be arsed with all that. But in the end, I succumbed, as you do, and so I joined Facebook. When I first joined Facebook, I didn't actually know what I was doing. You know, I was just feeling my way through, and you know, I just thought, oh, you know, you make a profile, like there's a picture of me, there's my name, you know, bit of information about yourself, and then, you know, friends. Well, what's that, friends? How does that work? I didn't know. I didn't know how friends worked. So so I ended up, I just started clicking friends, you know, click, 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 and I just kept clicking and making friends. And then all of a sudden I got a message from eBay saying that I've been banned from making friends for 14 days. Until I earned the error of my ways, I couldn't make any friends with anybody, and they couldn't make friends with me. I was banned from making friends for 14 days, and I thought, what's that? I don't understand. It's social media, isn't this a platform where you get to know people you don't know? So, of course, being a songwriter, everything that happens, you know, you inevitably write a song. I've got thousands of songs. Most of them are, you know, are unusable, but on every subject that sort of pops up in your life. But this particular song I wrote is called Just a Friend, and tonight I'm going to sing all my own songs. These are all compositions of mine from my album, Songs on the Back Foot. And on Songs on the Back Foot, there's 10 songs on there. And if you want to listen to these, I mean, you can buy a CD, but nobody buys CDs anymore because nobody's got anything to play them on, is the excuse you get when a gig. Which is fair comment. They don't even put CD players in cars anymore, do they? But yeah, so if you go on SoundCloud, if you go on Spotify, if you go on Apple Music, if you go on Dita, is it? Ditto or Dita? One of the, oh, there's loads. There's every platform I'm on. So just put in GJ Armstrong, Songs on the Back Foot, and my album will come up and you can listen to it. And it's on there. From SoundCloud, you know, Spotify, the bloody lot. But yeah, it's there to listen to. And yeah, so quick wetting the whistle. Before I begin with this song called Just a Friend, in brackets, Facebook song. Slow it down a bit so you can hear the lyrics. I've been a friend on Facebook for a while, and the comments and the photos make me smile. And it's good to follow trends that people show, but don't try to make a friend that you don't know. I'm not a social stalker on the net. You know I'm just a friend you ain't already met. And I really like to add you as a friend, but Facebook wants to bring this to an end. I always thought that Facebook was a place to know people you don't meet face to face, people you could get to know online, people you could talk to all the time. I'm not a social stalker on the net. You know I'm just a friend you ain't already met, and I would like to add you as a friend, but Facebook wants to put this to an end. There's one thing that you must all understand. It's a lesson that I had to learn firsthand. Whoop. To know the silly rules when you begin, 'cause making friends you don't know is a sin. I'm not a social stalker on the net. You know it's just a friend you ain't already met, and I'd really like to add you as a friend, but Facebook wants to bring this to an end. I've been banned from making friends for 14 days, and I've had to learn the error of my ways. And if Facebook does not want me as a friend, well, I'll have to bring my profile to an end. I'm not a social stalker on the net. You know that I'm just a friend you ain't already met, and I would like to add you as a friend. Facebook wants to bring this to an end. I said that I am not a social stalker on the net. You know I'm just a friend you ain't already met, and I'd really like to add you as a friend, but Facebook wants to bring this to an end. I said now Facebook wants to bring this to an end. You know that Facebook wants to bring this to an end. There you go. Facebook song. Sue's in the house. Sue's in the house. How's it going, Sue? Hope you're well. Still got my copy. Every Christmas. Every Christmas without fail, have an album. Yeah, so the Facebook song. And the one thing that having a small business all my life, well, not all my life, but since I was 24, since I was 24, I run my own small business. And, you know, I never competed with the big boys, but the big boys always try and gobble up small businesses, you know, they undercut them, you know, all the ironmongers, you know, there used to be an ironmonger everywhere where they'd sell you nails by the pound, sell you a pound of nails, they'd weigh nails. I mean, think about that. Now it's 6 in a pack for £1.50, but then you used to get a pound of nails for like 50p, you know. But, oh no, have it in a plastic package. No wonder we're swimming in a sea of plastic waste, because you look on the walls of all B&Qs and all the rest of them, and Screwfix and all the, you know, every big retailer, it's just nothing but plastic packaging. Everything's a plastic package, you know, everything. And I'm looking around to see if there's a plastic package. I'm usually getting something delivered every bloody day. There's one there. Look at that, just a tube of glue. Look at the plastic on it and the paper. Petrochemical industry make the plastics, and we cut down trees to make cardboard just to sell a tube. But that's me rant over for the day, right? So I wrote this song, and this song is it's all about, it's written in an Americana style. So I sing Americana songs. That's what I do, blues Americana. So I tend to sing with a sort of an American drawn out vowel-y style, which is, you know, that's what, if you listen to most of the modern singers, that's what they do. The reason for that is because you know, if you sing a song with an American, there's I've been a friend on Facebook for a while. It works, you know, the lyric carries because of the drawn out vowels. But I mean, imagine, you know, if we sung in our own tongue, you know, and it does work for some, but I've been a friend on Facebook for a while. You know what I mean? It doesn't sound as good, does it? So that's why there's a place. Oh, it's called the Shopping Mall, this, by the way. There's a place you first see from the highway, and it's lit up like a beacon full of light, made of bricks and concrete from the roof down, and it's put there just for peddling shine. Yeah, now this is a thing. Yeah, that was the word shite. I did put that in. When I wrote this song, I put that in. But there's also what I believe on this song is probably a record breaker. If the Record Breakers TV show was still on, I could probably get on it with this, because I believe that I'm the only songwriter that's wrote a song with the word optometrist in it. I don't know any other song that's got it in. If you know, let me know. I mean, all you got to do is comment, like, share and subscribe. And yeah, There's a place you first see from the highway, and it's lit up like a beacon full of light. It's made of bricks and concrete from the roof down, and it's put there just for peddling shine. Well, there's one of these built in every county. Some are known by a different name. We all know them as a shopping center, and I'd like to see them all go up in flames. It's a shopping mall. I don't like them at all. They're so big and cold, and it's no place for the old. And they got marble floors, they got automatic doors. My idea of hell is a shopping mall. We've got an itchy nose then. First built in the good old USA. Everything to buy under one roof, and they're standing like a mountain in the desert, and you're blinded by the light and by the truth. Advertised on the TV and the radio, and they're open 7 days from 8 till 8. Retail therapy. But once you're through the door, there's no escape. It's a shopping mall. Don't like them at all. They're so big and cold, and it's no place for the old. They got marble floors, they got automatic doors. My idea of hell is a shopping mall. Buy yourself a booger in the food hall. Booger. Antidepressants in the pharmacy. Here it comes. An optometrist will even test your eyesight for you. 'Cause the price you pay is the price you see. It's a shopping mall. Don't like them at all. They're so big and cold, and there's no place for the old. They got marble floors, they got the automatic doors. My idea of hell is a shopping mall. They built that mall right where my grandpa's hardware stood, and he ran that store for 47 years. Then the big boys came along and they ran him out of town. Now there's nothing left but memories and tears. It's a shopping mall. Don't like them at all. 'Cause they're so big and cold, and it's no place for the old. And they got marble floors, they got the automatic doors. But my idea of hell is a shopping mall. It's a shopping mall. I don't like them at all. They're so big and cold, and there's no place for the old. They got the marble floors, they got the automatic doors. My idea of hell. It's a shopping mall. Shopping mall. Moaning about the big boys. There we go. Now, this next song I wrote as a bit of a kickback, if you like, a bit of a cock in the snoot at the bigger sort of. Am I anti? Makes me sound as if I'm anti anybody that's made it, doesn't it? But yeah, the most successful rock stars, shall we, you know, naming no names, but you know, when you're big, massive, huge, you know, and you've made you've made your position, you built your position on an ideology of just doing what you want and taking what you want and drinking what you want without the consequences. You know what I mean, Keith? And yeah, and you know these rock and roll stars, you know, they supposedly take drugs, and you find out, yeah, they took drugs, they hammered it for a few years, and then they spent the next 30, 40 years clean and sober, and good luck to them, and you know, but they're riding on the same wave that young people still think exists, you know. And when you've got a rock star, any particular rock star that's been, you know, through the mill of drinking drugs and all the rest of it, and they quietly, you know, they quietly tick over with this rock and roll, you know, thing in the background. But the reality of it is when you're making millions and throwing TVs out of hotel windows and driving Rolls Royces into swimming pools and that kind of thing, and money's no object, yeah, you can go to rehab, but there's no rehab on the street where we live, the record buying public, you know. So when you're lying on a piss-stained mattress in a derelict house with a needle in your arm, it's not really as glamorous as throwing TVs out of windows and driving Rolls Royces into swimming pools, is it? And so that's how this song came about, because it was sort of a bit of a protest song against, you know, people not encouraging but allowing the record buying public to assume that you know, that it's all going to be okay. And young people experiment and that kind of thing, and some people get caught up in it. Now, I think everybody knows somebody who's got caught up in it. I think most people probably know somebody who's had tragedy, real, you know, loss of life or whatever, from drug abuse and drink abuse, and that's the thing. But I wrote this song back in 2016, when I released this album. But yeah, but this is called The Cliche Ride. Roll up to the penny bazaar. You don't have to travel too far. Roll up and roll your mind. You can join the deaf, the dumb and the blind. Well, the grass is greener on the other side, on the rock and roll bullshit cliche ride. Yeah, the grass is greener on the other side, on the rock and roll bullshit cliche ride. Roll up, you hippie cats. Cardboard, cockroach, rizzler rats. First one's free, no charge on the door. You can pay me when you need some more. Well, the grass is greener on the other side, on the rock and roll bullshit cliche ride. I said the grass is greener on the other side, on the rock and roll bullshit cliche ride. You know, habits can be formed, even if you're warned, and the need to get high Premium grades, it's a real home grown. Come on down, there's a circus in town. You can play the fool, cause everybody's a clown. Grass is greener on the other side, on the rock and roll bullshit cliche ride. I said the grass is greener on the other side, on the rock and roll bullshit cliche ride. You know, habits can be formed, even if they're warm, and the need to get high means you play with fire. You're gonna get burned. Well, roll up, I just don't care. Sometimes life just ain't fair. Just can't seem to get out of bed. And I sometimes feel I'd be better off dead. You know the grass ain't greener on the other side, in the rock and roll bullshit cliche ride. Grass ain't greener on the other side, on the rock and roll bullshit cliche ride. No more roll-ups, no more drink. I've had 40 years of time to think. 25 years is just a blur. But I decided I deserve much more. Though the grass ain't greener on the other side, on the rock and roll bullshit cliche ride. Though that grass ain't greener on the other side, on the rock and roll bullshit cliche ride. You know that habits can be formed, even if you're warm, and the need to get high means you play with fire. You're gonna get burned. Said you're gonna get burned. Said you're gonna get burned. Said you're gonna get burned. The cliche ride there. What we're doing time-wise, right, okay, okay. Now, when I was a young man, I bounced from job to job. Never had a problem getting a job. Never had a problem picking up a job, learning a new job. Learning new skills, never a problem for me. I've always been good at that. I've always been able to. I'm one of them people, I can turn my hand to anything. If I put my mind to it, there's nothing I can't learn or do, you know. And it was a matter of hitting the ground running. You didn't have a choice, really. You had to pick up the job, you know. Otherwise, you wasn't there tomorrow. That was the way it was years ago, you know. But yeah, I bounced at quite a few jobs, and I worked in the cotton mills, and not so much cotton mills, but denim, shirting, local mills around here, and also fire resistant stuff and all sorts. They used to weave everything, you know. There was cotton mills or weaving mills all over this area, and they've all gone now. But I was actually fortunate enough to work in various different industries before they all started to crumble. They all started to be bought out, bought up, or sold up, you know, and moved to the Far East. And so I witnessed it in my lifetime, what I've witnessed. And younger people, you know, I've always said this, young people now, you know, I think they call them millennials, you know, young people, have never grown up without a computer. They've never grown up without a phone. They've always had them. They don't know any different. We do. Us older people know what it's like when you used to go and knock on somebody's door and say, "Is Billy coming out?" And his mother would say, "He's already out." "Oh, thank you." And off you go. And you'd walk all the way to the house and knock on doors and that, you know. But I wrote this song, and it's called Jobs No More. And it's all about the mills. Today they close my factory down, let the heart die in my town. Men and women out of work, factory floor to the office clerk. No need to rise on Monday morn, no work to do to earn your corn. All my friends I saw each day sadly haven't much to say. Microchip technology, well it came with no apology. Computers do the work of 10, jobs no more for boys and men. Boys and men. Boys and men. The wagons came with cranes today to load the looms to take away the welders' boots and a leather cap. They cut the pipe work up for scrap. Ships are loaded, ropes released, destination the Far East. We led the world, it's British made, now substandard and portrayed. Well, microchip technology, well it came with no apology. Computers do the work of 10, jobs no more for boys and men. Boys and men. Boys and men. Months went by, then turned to years. No jobs had men reduced to tears. No Christmas dinner, Sunday best, birthdays cancelled and the rest. Well, I'd give you anything you like, but sorry lad, there's no new bike. Money's tight, times are hard, I can't afford a birthday card. Microchip technology, well it came with no apology. Computers do the work of 10, jobs no more for boys and men. Boys and men. Boys and men. Now my young lad's turned 24. He's never had a job before. His young son is only 3, but he'll have no job just like me. Silicone chip made everything fast. Our way of life left in the past. We thought that this technology would benefit our prodigy. Well, microchip technology came with no apology. Computers do the work of 10, jobs no more for boys and men. Boys and men. Boys and men. They closed the old job center down, demolished half of my old town, undermined by the minimum wage increase, the retirement age. All the pubs have hired thugs, it's booming business selling drugs. England's gardens full of weed, now there's too many mouths to feed. Well, microchip technology came with no apology. Computers do the work of 10, jobs no more for boys and men. Boys and men. Boys and men. Waiting for the good old days when we all worked in different ways. It's no one's fault, no one to blame. Inevitable change that came. Now there's a motto that is apt to survive. You must adapt. I found a market with a need for plants, and I'm selling weed. Like the technology, giving no apology. Computers, they do the work of 10. Jobs no more for boys and men. Boys and men. Yeah, microchip technology came with no apology. Computers, they do the work of 10. Jobs no more for boys and men. Boys and men. Jobs no more for boys and men. Computers do the work of 10. But now it's going to be artificial intelligence. And they reckon by 2030, worldwide up to 40% of jobs are going to be eradicated by artificial intelligence. And I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, nah, they'll never replace my job. My job's safe. But it's the knock-on effect. It's the knock-on effect. If nobody's earning, nobody's spending. If nobody's spending, eventually it comes round. So, you know, we're going to have to adapt. We're going to have to change our psychological view of how life should be. I mean, I don't know. Maybe the new government of the world will be artificial intelligence, because by historical fact, human beings can't be trusted to govern. They're all corrupt. But what do I know? I'm just a songwriter. Right, so, and I've got a song here, and this particular song is all about motorcycles. And if I just spied it right, my old cock sparrow Dave Woodward is in the house, and he's just been riding around Europe on his motorcycle with his pals. And so this song, Dave, is for you. And it's all about motorcycles. It's about what we want to do when we've got a motorcycle, is you just want to jump on it and ride down that highway, down that long highway, just go, freedom. Wind in your hair, flies in your teeth. It's all good fun. So I wrote this song because I've got quite a few motorcycles in my time, and so as is, you know, I wrote this. It's called The Open Road. Years of being tied down to the boredom of the desk, felt the strain of sadness and the pressure and duress, but it never gave him what he needs or stopped the hunger he must feed. He's dreaming of the open road tonight. He's living on his motorcycle dreams, and the open road is calling hard tonight. His blanket and his saddlebag, they're tied down hard and tight, and he's dreaming of that open road tonight. You know, life will throw a curveball further on up the road. Gasoline and alcohol can be a heavy load, but he's longing for the western wind and adventures that the road can bring, and he's dreaming of that open road tonight. Yes, he's living on his motorcycle dreams, and the open road is calling hard tonight. His blanket and his saddlebag are tied down hard and tight, and he's dreaming of the open road tonight. Yes, he's living on his motorcycle dreams, and the open road is calling hard tonight. His blanket and his saddlebag, they're tied down hard and tight, and he's dreaming of the open road tonight. In denim jeans and leathers, he rides an iron horse, and he don't need maps or GPS to find a steady course. His dreams will take him far away to where the sun shines every day, dreaming of the open road tonight. He's living on his motorcycle dreams. Open road is calling hard tonight. His blanket and his saddlebag, they're tied down hard and tight, and he's dreaming of the open road tonight. Yes, he's living on his motorcycle dreams, and the open road is calling hard tonight. His blanket and his saddlebag, they're tied down hard and tight, and he's dreaming of that open road tonight. He's dreaming of the open road tonight. Dreaming of the open road tonight. There you go. Dreaming of the open road, just for Dave. Right, okay. With time-wise, what are we on? 2042. Oh, that's all right. Oh, we're still all right. Oh, it's 42. Bloody hell. Right, so I'm way over. Way over the half an hour. So I don't know why I always stick to half an hour. I think people get bored if you go on too much. It's a bit of a mouthful to chew. Anything more than half an hour, I think. Adios, my friends, it's time for me to go. And you know that it's been a blast to see you all. And since we met and we first said hello, but now good night. And the memories we made tonight will always be recalled in my mind. And my friends, you were always in my heart, and you will always be my kind. Adios, I have to leave to travel to somewhere that I have to be, to a place where rivers flow gently to the sea, the open sea. And the memories we made tonight will always be recalled in my mind. And my friends, you are always in my heart, and you will always be my kind. Well, I've sang a song or two, and I played this old guitar, and I hope the words that I've sang have touched your hearts. One day I will come back and I will sing for you. And the memories we made tonight will always be recalled in my mind. And my friends, you are always in my heart, and you will always be my kind. I said the memories we made tonight will always be recalled in Till next week, adios, folks.